Welcome back, friends. Today we are going to discuss about Deloitte. So it would be a career planning guide for freshers and experienced. So let's begin the topic. So let's try to understand why Deloitte. I mean, what's so special about Deloitte? So it is one of the top four financial organization in the world, one of the reputed organization with employees over 330,000. It has major footprints in India as well: Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore, and Mumbai. So, career opportunities. To understand career opportunities, we need to understand little bit about their business. So, what are the services Deloitte offers to their customer? Audit and assurance, consulting, risk and financial advisory, tax, and internal services. So let's try to understand a little bit before we can, understand what roles can be or are available in Deloitte. So audit and assurance, Deloitte looks deeply and objectively at inner working of companies. So they try to help with finance, supply chain, inventory, real estates, lot of things. So what they do, they test the design effectiveness of their internal quality measures or controls. That's the business for audit and assurance. Consulting, consulting basically unlocks the business and social implications of technologies like blockchain, IoT, virtual reality, and things like that. Risk and financial advisory helps customer assessing risk. Basically, risk in what? Risk can be cyber risk, financial risk, or it can be strategic risk. Tax. Tax is basically, they again have a lot of opportunities within tax, but high level they do some business and internal tax services. Again, it can be to internal or external customers. Then internal services. These services basically provide services to these four services like audit, assurance, consulting, risk, financial advisory, and tax. So people working for these services, that those people are also Deloitte employees. So they also have an internal services for Deloitte. Here, some can be partners as well, and we can also see a lot of opportunities for Deloitte. So here you can see IT, you can see HR, accounting. So again, there are a lot of jobs and a lot of openings. So summing up, there are roles, technical roles as well as non-technical roles. Technical roles can be for BTech, BSc. Non-technical roles can be for MBA, CA, CPA, and career paths like that. So there are huge career opportunities, and I believe there is something for everyone in this company. That's the best thing I like about Deloitte. So proceeding further, interview process for freshers. Let's try to see what happens in an interview, or uh, what are the rounds. So if you understand rounds, I might create some more videos related to what questions we can get in round one. I'll be alternately sharing a link for the technical preparation, so you can go to that link. I'll be providing that in the description box. So aptitude test details will be shared in there. Quantitative tests, logical and verbal reasoning are some of the rounds or questions that you can see in here. And it can also have a Versant round. So Versant round can be a separate one, or it can be clubbed with the aptitude test. Then second round can be a group discussion, HR, or jam session. Third can be your manager round or operations round. So these rounds are actually interchangeable. You may have three or more rounds as well, but most of them are elimination round. And this is for freshers off campus drive. There are also some campus drives which will be conducted by Deloitte. So that is a separate topic, but almost here and there, the process would remain the same. So let's proceed. What's there for experienced folks? So how is the interview process? Round one, technical discussion at a very high level, I would say. Round two, again a technical discussion, but deep dive, problem solving, scenario based, how you work, what all issues you resolve. It would the questions will be related to that. Third round, again, it's a Versant round wherein you will be test on different skills. We will be discussing little more detail about Versant round. Round four is manager round or operations round, wherein your attitude, your soft skills, and scenarios based questions will be asked. So manager will try to evaluate if you're the right candidate for his team. Round five, not really a round, it would be more of an HR discussion about your salary. So these are the rounds that you can expect. And then remember, this is not a very, I mean, it is mostly a standard process, but they can be one round instead of two technical rounds. And they can be technical round as well as a manager round club together. So it is purely based upon the opening and the services you're applying for. And if there is an urgent opening or they need to backfill someone immediately, the process might get hurried up. So typical duration for you to apply for Deloitte and to really get an offer letter can be 6 to 8 weeks. But again, it purely depends upon what is the situation there. I mean, for that particular opening, right? So let's try to understand a little bit more about the Versant round. So Versant round is the most trickiest part, I would say, when you're trying to track a Deloitte interview. So if your English is somewhere around average or uh, good between that level, that's where you need to focus more. Obviously, you will be good, or you might have already learned concepts during your college days. You can refresh that. But this is, Versant round is non-negotiable in Deloitte. So if you do not clear Versant round, you will never be able to get into Deloitte. I have seen many of my colleagues who were trying for Deloitte. They cleared technical rounds, but they failed in Versant round. So it's utmost important in Deloitte to clear Versant round with the baseline that they have set. So how, I mean, what exactly is Versant round? Little bit about the Versant round itself. So Versant round is basically based on our PTE pattern, right? PTE, which is used for applying visas to Australia, Canada, or countries like that. So that PTE and Versant round is little bit familiar. I'll not say entirely similar, but based on that grounds, if you want to understand how Versant round is. So it's a IVR based, interactive voice response based. So you will be asked to dial in a number if you're attending that in office, and you will be basically waiting for some instructions. Once that instructions are given, a beep will sound up, and then you will speak, and your response will be recorded, and based upon that, your evaluation will happen immediately after the exam is over. All right. So few tips on Versant round. First is you need to speak loud enough, right? uh, be loud enough, like, because your voice is getting recorded. So if your voice is feeble, your voice is not audible, you will not be able to deliver the content properly or the context properly. Then what you need to avoid dead air, avoid stuttering, wherein you start abruptly and stop abruptly, so you please avoid that. And the last but not the least is the filler. So try avoiding fillers when you speak sentences. Take your time, be confident, and speak. You should be able to crack Versant round. It's not that difficult, it's just the tricky one because it's an IVR based, and IVR work on some particular instructions, right? It's a software, so some things are already mentioned in the software on which you will be gauged. All right. So what's next? You need to create an attractive resume. So how you would create an attractive resume is, there are a lot of videos on our career guidance channel. Please look at them. It will definitely help you to create an ATS based format resume which will be attractive, and you will hopefully receive a call, inshallah. Then So I think first will be like you look for your opportunities, then create a custom resume based upon that, and then you apply it. You're all set. So if there are any, if you need any references, we have a couple of references in our network, in our CG network. We'll be happy to help you. Do contact us on our email address. And one bonus point for you, we are also conducting some communication skills classes. So if you have tried Deloitte in recent past and if you were unable to crack it, we will be happy to help you. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share.